Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Up next is another example of a groundbreaking film from Hollywood in the 1970s. It's McCabe and Mrs. Miller from Warner Brothers in 1971, and a Western quite unlike any other Western in its pacing, its unusual cinematography, and its overlapping dialogue. All deliberate touches made by its director, Robert Altman. And this was Altman right on the heels of another film he directed, which was unique to its genre. In that case, a comedy set among amputations and bloodied bodies in a frontline surgical hospital in wartime. That was in the movie MASH, which for the record we're going to be showing here on TCM tomorrow night. In fact, it was the success of MASH and the clout it gave Robert Altman that made it possible for him to make a movie as offbeat as this next one is. McCabe and Mrs. Miller is a story of a business partnership between a gambler, played by Warren Beatty, and a prostitute, played by Julie Christie. Together they open up a brothel in a newly formed western town called Presbyterian Church. Well, their business becomes such a success that a local mining company wants to buy it. And that's when things begin to go wrong with the characters played by Warren and Julie. Well, when Robert Altman signed on to make this film, he said from the start, he wanted to make a Western different from any that had been made before. He took his cast and crew to Vancouver, Canada, where he built the town of Presbyterian Church from scratch. All the craftsmen and carpenters hired for the movie were asked to wear vintage clothes when they build it and use only hand tools to build the sets. He wanted to make everything about the film as authentic as possible. Altman also hired numerous international actors so the town would seem more of a melting pot of immigrants and a place where everybody spoke a drawl, as usually happened in movie westerns from the 30s or 40s. So here's a film with some of the finest character actors of the era, including William Devane, Shelley Duvall, Keith Carradine, and Michael Murphy. And I might add also, Warren Beatty and Julie Christie were romantically involved off-screen at the time they made this film. From 1971, here's McCabe and Mrs. Miller.